And so, welcome to Very Ridge. Don't worry, we're not staying here, but I think a week here would be, well, I don't really know how to put it, to be honest. But no, we're going all the way back up to Wales once again. Now, you might remember we've been to Wales quite a fair few times here on the channel, but we're doing it again, and this time we've got a little bit of a twist, as it's a turkey and tinsel adventure. Now, I'm filming this in November. It's probably going to get uploaded in the edge of December, so happy Christmas if you celebrate it. But yeah, we're going to go ahead, get back on the coach. I'm going to try and finish off my coffee, hopefully before it goes cold, and then we'll get back out on the road. And well, we're meant a little bit of, or we're due a little bit of a surprise stop on the way there. Don't know where it is yet because obviously it's a surprise, but I'll pick the camera up again when we get there. So, as it turns out, that little surprise area that we were going to is apparently the second largest garden centre in the entire country. And at the moment, it is of course being filmed around the festive time, and probably is by the time you see this. So it is pretty much just lights, and even more lights at the moment. I've got to say, they do look honestly pretty cool, and bad pun inbound, because whoever decided to put all these lights up clearly had a very bright idea indeed. So going a bit further around, they've got some very, very expensive plants at the moment. A couple of water features over there, some like, I guess, daydream charm catcher things. But to me, it just seems like, well, just seems like monkey business.
Doors and turn left, go down for your teas and coffees while we sort the bags. We'll take the bags to the room for you, and then when you're done with your teas and coffees, come back, check in, and your bags should be outside your rooms for you, okay?
Alrighty, so here we are now in the hotel. I know the camera flickering a little bit here and there, but well, the type of lights that are here don't really go well with my camera, as apparently neither does the focus. However, we've been given a room number, and it's all the way down here. So we've got to go for quite a fair ways of a walk to go and try and find it. This should be fun. And so there we go, that is dinner had. And now going back to the stairwell, back up to the room. It's basically, it feels a bit like a, I guess like a half marathon trying to get here, because it's corridors to corridors to hallways to hallways to more hallways. But yeah, we'll try and see if I can get a room tour tomorrow, because it's getting quite late at the moment. I've been awake since about, well, nearly 5 o'clock this morning. And as of right now, if we have a look at the watch, which doesn't want to focus, it is currently 9:52. Oh dear. Right, back to the room, and then we'll deal with everything else from there. And so we're back to the flickering lights like normal, because apparently the refresh rate and my camera don't like each other. But it is pretty much 11:30. I've been up since, like I said earlier, about 5 in the morning. So we're going to go grab some sleep, and then we'll move on to day number 2, which should have some very, very interesting things indeed. In the meantime, time for day number 2. Well, hello, good morning, and welcome to day number 2. We've got some interesting things going on in Suite 2 today, apparently. Looks like a bit of a conference later. But today we're going out to Chester Zoo to go ahead, take a look around and see what is there. So we're going to go out to our coach, which by the sounds of things is, but it's already there, so I guess I better get moving. And there we go, we have arrived at Chester Zoo, our destination for today. There's our wonderful coach that's going to be taking us places all throughout the week. But now it's time to go ahead, have a look, a little wander around and see just what's here. So, we've not been at Chester Zoo long, we've already found some very, very interesting animals indeed, and apparently this thing is known as the Pixel Tree Show, which might be lit up a bit later on, but in the meantime, if we go over to here, we've got ourselves cheetahs, the Oakfield Dunes Food Court, we've also got butterflies, lions, and chimpanzees in that way, probably up that way as well, which is where we just were, and also over this way as well. And I've got to say, for once, it's actually sunny, and there's blue sky in England, so let's go ahead, have a look around and make the most of the weather before it changes. So we've walked a bit further around, we've got the butterfly journey over there, but apparently I've walked further than I thought I did, because according to this stone, we're now in the Andes, so that's going to be fun. As for over here, I'm not quite too sure what we've got over here. We've got something swimming in the lake down there. If I just try and go ahead and zoom in a bit, I've got no idea what type of bird that is, so bird experts in the comments definitely tell me which one it is, because I really don't know. But it looks very, very interesting indeed. And we've also still got so much more to look around, so let's keep going, shall we? Okay, so I've had to switch to my phone in here because my camera just can't film in here because it's way too warm. But yeah, it's a very, very interesting place. This is the little butterfly exhibit at the edge of Chester Zoo. It's very, very nice and warm in here, especially compared to outside, so who knows, I might stick in here for a bit. So I've tried to clean the ends up a bit on the camera, hopefully it can actually focus on stuff now. No, it's going all blurry again, oh dear. But anyway, this is a little bit of a look around the butterfly portion of the exhibit. It's honestly very, very nice in here, and honestly I could probably stay in here for quite a while, because it's very, very warm compared to the outside, which is currently about 6 degrees Celsius. So I don't know if you can hear me over all that light up in the corner there, but I've finally been able to get my camera to work with the lighting and the heat again. But we've got some very interesting things up here. We've got, what have we got? We've got a giant hooded one of those. I don't know how you're supposed to say that, but that's one right there. There's another one, and then there's another one up over there as well. It's very interesting. And now here we are back outside with a very interesting exhibit. Apparently they call it the Zoo Worker. So we've been walking around for a while now, and we've come across the Madagascar marketplace. I'm going to be interested to see what's in. There's also a bit here that says capturing your memories here for the lanterns and lights area, which they're currently doing all around. There's a bunch of lights over there, which we'll probably take a look at later, and there's a bunch around the site as well, which hopefully should be very, very interesting once it starts getting darker, because of course it is November and it does get darker a lot earlier now, so it should be very interesting to have a little bit of a wander around and see what this place looks like, well, when it gets a little darker, because I've got a feeling that all the lights are going to be pretty cool indeed. In the meantime, let's go ahead, keep having a wander around and keep seeing what we can find. So moving a bit further around, apparently now we've got some sea otters over here. I've not seen any so far, but I'm trying to keep a lookout just in case, because sometimes you do never know. Let's go ahead and see, do we have any today? Not by the looks of things, but yeah, never know. If you stick around long enough, you might actually get to see some. There's also some penguins and stuff around here. There's orangutans off down that way. And then there's, well, I don't know what's over here. Let's actually go and have a look. Hang on, let's have a look. Okay, so over here, I don't quite know if you can see it, but there's kind of like a statue in the middle of, well, wherever that is, and there's a path down there. Don't know how I'm going to get down there. I assume it's maybe going off down, you can't even see it, but maybe going off down that way. There's also a main road up there as well, so I'm assuming this is probably the edge of the park, the zoo. I don't know. Let's go ahead and keep wandering and see what else we can find. Okay, so plan B, there are otters down here. I don't know if you can just quite see them, but if we just go ahead and follow the little sort of wakes in the water, but there we go, we actually did get to see some otters, so honestly, that's pretty cool indeed. So moving a bit further around now, we've got some flamingos over here. I'm not sure if you can quite see them properly through, well, you know, this. But there's quite a lot of them there indeed. I've not even started counting there because I will be there all day. But going to the sign over here, what do we have? We've got ourselves tropical realm chimpanzees, the penguins we've just looked at, the aquarium, the oak field and June's food court, as well as some more places for food as well, which is pretty cool indeed. And there's a lot of paths to go down. We've got one over here, we've got one over here, and we've also got one over here as well. So it's been a while, got no idea where I am, but hopefully there should be a sign that helps with the... Oh, that's a problem. So now with a little bit of some food had, we're now outside the area. We've just got the gift shop to our left, we'll take a look at in a bit. But there's this massive Christmas tree here at the moment. For example, by the way, my height over here is just here. And then, well, then we look up. That's so tall. And so we're now heading back to the coach. The gift shop was nice, it was very, very expensive, and the channel budget can only pay so much. At the moment it's currently zero, but I'm working on it, bear with me. But we're going to be getting back on to the coach and heading back to the hotel for a rather nice dinner. Well, we've just finished having some dinner. There's still some stuff and events going on in Suite 1, which we'll get to in just a bit. We've just tried a quiz for a new, exactly 2 out of 20 questions, but, oh dear me. But no, going to probably go up, just grab a drink very quickly, and then we'll be back to go and see what else goes on in there. And so we're now back into the hotel room. It's a very interesting evening. I think that's definitely like the way to put it. But now that is day 2. So, well, I think that's part 1 sorted. But don't worry, part 2 will be along very soon, where we'll be going into day 3. So for now, I shall say see ya. And here's a bit of what's coming up. So while everyone's getting back on the coach, I thought I'd actually share what I've gone ahead and bought, which is this.